Welcome to North Hagerstown High School. Sold out gymnasium here tonight on a Friday the 13th. High school basketball. Boys, North Hagerstown hosting South Hagerstown. The intercity rivalry here. Always a good one to see here. We got it coming to you live here on Antietam Broadband tonight from North Hagerstown High School. Tonight's live coverage here tonight from North Hagerstown is brought to you by Hagerstown Kia, the dealer that makes it easy. Hagerstown Kia wishes much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. Glad to have you with us here tonight from North Hagerstown High School. I'm Mark Keller, joined for the first time here tonight, Chad Brashears, former South Hagerstown head coach. Chad, good to have you with us here tonight, and give us a sense here of what it's like coaching in a game like this intercity game, North and South.
So first off, thanks for having me on. I really look forward to this season working with you guys. The game is very intense, and I never realized how intense it was. You know, going to Goretti and everything, it was one of those where we didn't understand the impact this game has on the city. And both the green and the red will root really hard tonight for each other, but it also goes back through all the alumni and the people that have gone through the schools before. So it's definitely a very intense evening, and as a head coach, it was a very exhausting evening.
And as you can see, the crowd here in the gym tonight, always an electric night for the North-South game as well. So have a third member of our team here this evening as well. Longtime Herald Mail sports writer, now retired from that job, but still doing the sports work, and he's here with us tonight. Bob Parcelletti joining our team here on Antietam Broadband tonight as well, and Bob is going to be talking to Coach Shane Santel from South Hagerstown High School. Bob, what do you have from Coach Santel? Bob's not quite ready yet. I guess we'll get rolling here with a little bit more of our pregame, and let's talk about South Hagerstown first, yep. Coach. And starting out 4-7, we're at the midway point of the season already, if you can believe that or not. But South at 4-7 right now. Big win over Smithsburg last week. 37-35 win on the last second shot by Lewis Berry, but they've lost 2 since then. So what are the Rebels looking to do here tonight to sort of turn things around, get back on track?
Yeah, I talked to Shane this week a little bit at the gym during practices, and, they got to get back on track by doing what they do best, which is really get into defensive 84 feet defense, and they do a really good job of pushing tempo that way. The game against Smithsburg, just in the conversations that I had and the film that I've seen on that, Eric really tried to slow the game down, and it really impacted them. They've had some illness and some sickness and some injuries that have kind of impacted them this past week for the last 2 games, and it looks like everybody's back today as we go through the warm-ups and we see everybody. So I have a feeling they're going to get back to playing their South basketball, which Shane likes to do, which is 84 feet.
One of the things we talked about before we went on camera here tonight was sort of the South quarterback. On the football field, that was Lance Ford, but he's doing the same thing here with the basketball team as well as the point guard, kind of setting the table for everybody.
He is, and, when I worked with Lance the last 2 years, he actually was in a position where he could run the show. And this coming year, he was going to run the show for me, and so I stepped down. And, I knew working for Shane that he was going to be the guy that runs the show. And he does everything that you ask any quarterback or leader to do.
Well, Bob is ready now with Coach Santel, and we'll get things over to him. With the players going through there. So, okay, I think Bob's ready now. Bob, what do you have with Coach Santel?
How you doing, Shane? You guys started out the season, been a little hot, a little cold. What's it going to take to get hot tonight?
It's definitely going to start with our defense, okay? Early in the season, we gave up a lot of points. The last couple weeks, we kind of locked in defensively, and now playing a lot better man-to-man defense, a lot more help side, finishing the possession with rebounds. So if we can get that and then get out transition, we really don't want to be in a half-court set trying to set up plays all night long, so we really want to get out in transition.
You guys are in the rivalry game. And football means a lot because you only play once. You guys play these guys twice.
Yes, sir.
Does it still have that kind of emotion?
Yeah. I mean, just look out in the crowd. There's a whole house full here. So, yeah, I think it does.
Now, you've played in this thing, you've been coached by Kevin Naylor, who's now the head coach at North High. Yeah. How different, how special is this?
Oh, it's very special. We've been texting all week. Just going to appreciate this moment and how many games we get to have against each other. And, life comes full circle. So I know he's pretty old, so it's making me feel a little older.
All right. Well, good luck to you, and we'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks, sir.
All right. Thanks, Bob, and thanks to Coach Shane Santel. And we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with more of the pregame show from North Hagerstown High School, getting set for the Hubs and the Rebels here on Antietam Broadband. Stay with us.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trading values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they pack the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
new year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trading values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
If I were mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
Welcome back here to North Hagerstown High School. Packed house. Getting ready to watch the South Hagerstown Rebels and the North Hagerstown Hubs face off here on a Friday night, Friday the 13th from North Hagerstown High School. Mark Keller and Coach Chad Brashear is with you. And Coach, we talked about South. Now let's look at North Hagerstown. Similar start to the season for the Hubs. They're sitting at 3-7 right now, right about the midway point of the season, and very similar schedules so far that both the Rebels and the Hubs have played, and similar results for both of them. North with wins over Smithsburg, Brunswick, and Tuscarora. And for the Hubs so far this season, a lot of the focus has been on Nas Keys.
Yeah, it has. And Nas is an excellent player. I mean, he transferred in here from Goretti. He has an excellent body. He works on his game all the time. I think we're going to see a very exciting player tonight. Just knowing Nas and working with him in the past, he's one of those guys that will be able to bring energy all night long, and he feeds off the crowd. And we have the environment that he could definitely feed off of.
20 points a game. Keys is averaging right now. Five steals a game as well for Keys right now. And it's not all about Nas Keys either. There are other players here on this Hubs team that have take a look at Brady Walters,
yes,
who just a couple nights ago had a triple-double. Kind of an unusual triple-double we were talking about in the pregame.
Yeah, I mean, to go down and have the triple-double the way he did, the last time I remember a triple-double like that was Terrence Morris at the St. James tournament when he had 10 blocks, So, Theo Madsen's another guy that comes in, he shoots the ball well. He's extremely disciplined in the way that he plays the game. And, he moved up as a sophomore, so I had the opportunity to coach against him twice. And he does a lot of fundamental stuff. And I think that tonight he's going to be able, as a senior, showcase that.
Walters with 16 points, 13 rebounds, 10 blocks against Tuscarora. Fourth triple-double in North Hagerstown history, and the first since 1999. Here's a name from the past, Scotty Rice, the last to do it for North Hagerstown. For those of you that remember Scotty Rice and those days for the Hubs. So we talked about kind of at the midpoint of the season right now, and of course open playoffs here in Maryland, and you're kind of getting to that point of the season where you're starting to look at the playoffs and what do we need to do to better ourselves. Can you take a quick glance at both South and North and see where they need to make improvements going into those 3A West playoffs?
Yeah, they got to start winning. The local games mean something locally, but when you look at the playoff picture, you got to win over a mountain. And you got to get wins against people like TJ and Frederick and Linganore. I know they both have beaten Tuscarora. My understanding is Tuscarora is down this year. But, the jockey in a position to get a better playoff spot is definitely going to take a big win over a TJ or a Frederick or a Linganore down the road. And they got to do that the next time around, because this is kind of the springboard game. It gets the momentum going again. It gets them back in the flow coming out of Christmas break. But, from here to the end of the season, it is going to be night in, night out, hard basketball.
Yeah, and as mentioned, kind of similar schedules for both of these teams. Both have lost to Urbana. Both have lost to Frederick. Both have lost to Linganore. South has lost to TJ. North's game against TJ has been postponed. So, like you said, that's kind of where those are your measuring stick games, right?
Absolutely. They are the measuring stick games. And, we had the opportunity when I was coaching to be able to beat those guys, and they were always the ones you put your feather in the cap a little bit. They feel a little bit different than they do the local games.
Well, tonight's live coverage again brought to you by Hagerstown Kia, the dealer that makes it easy. Hagerstown Kia wishing much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's games. the schools they represent and the surrounding communities. And we're glad to have you with us here live tonight at North Hagerstown High School for this matchup. You can catch replays of this game also coming up the next couple days, Saturday and Sunday, January 14th and 15th at both 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Monday night, the 16th at 6 p.m. And we've got two games coming to you next week as well here on Antietam Broadband. Tuesday night, we'll see these Rebels again in action down at Williamsport High School as South takes on the Wildcats on Tuesday, January 17th. And then Friday night, our first girls basketball game of the season will be down at Williamsport again on Friday night, January 20th. That'll feature the Boonesboro Warriors taking on the Williamsport Wildcats. Lots of sports action coming to you here on Antietam Broadband. You can catch the games live here on Channel 6 and 806, and also catch them online, AntietamBroadband.com as well, or on the WCL TV On The Go app. We're getting close to tip-off time. We're going to take one more break here before we get to the announcement of the starting lineup. So stay with us here from North Hagerstown High School. Plenty of action to come on a great Friday night for high school basketball.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trading values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trading values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
Back here at North Hagerstown High School, the announcement of the starting lineups taking place here. South Hagerstown lineups being announced. Now we'll hear from the homestanding North Hagerstown Hubs. We'll get their starting five. Your starting five for South Hagerstown: Lance Ford, Damon Breland, Javante Lewis, Savion Mobley, Elijah Creary. Your starting five for North Hagerstown: Nas Keys, Will Bonds, Theo Madison, Brady Walters, and Demir Branch. And we're going to take one more break here before we get the game started. And we'll be back with the tip-off at North Hagerstown High School right after this.
new year, new new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they pack the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
Welcome back to North Hagerstown High School. Getting ready for tip-off here between the Hubs and the Rebels. South Hagerstown with a 4-7 record coming in, and North Hagerstown at 3-7. Unofficial midpoint of the season. Tip goes to North Hagerstown. Will Bonds. And to Madison, and now back up top to Bonds. Demir Branch. Nas Keys gets his first touch. And the shot up. No good rebound to Mobley.
That's a nice rebound by Savion.
Mobley drives and dishes.
There's Brady with the block right off the bat.
He's averaging 5 blocks a game, is Brady Walters. That shot up and no good, and it's Breland controlling the rebound for the Rebels.
Let's see if Lance gets him into something here, a little high ball screen action of some kind. You know, this game is so erratic at times because of the energy level that you have to get like the first bucket to finally catch your breath and get the ball in the hole. Good take by Will.
A lot of room down the lane, but can't get the ball to fall. Now it's Ford bringing it back the other way. Lance Ford gets the first bucket of the game for the Rebels.
They decided to put Elijah on Nas. The length and the maybe physicality of Elijah is going to get Nas out of rhythm.
There's Walters. Pops from the foul line, no good. Cubs save it, but goes right to the Rebels. Coming back the other way is Lance Ford. Foul called there on Will Bonds. First personal of the game.
You know, we talked about how important Lance is for South. It's interesting to see how they decided to defend.
There's a steal from Bonds. Going the other way. Ford defending him, but Bonds gets the Hubs on the board. 2-2.
Nice play by Will. But, you know, Elijah's guarding Nas, which is going to take Lance out of the equation to get into foul trouble, which will save him.
This is Creary to Lewis.
You know, Vaughn shot the ball really well down at Lincoln the other night. He went 3 for 8 from behind the line, so he seems to be doing the exact same thing, just taking over again.
Von Lewis, the second leading scorer for the Rebels. There's Walters being double teamed now, spins, and it's a travel. Two and a half minutes in, the Rebels with a 5-2 lead. Down low to Mobley. And back to the foul line, extended, no good there by Breland. And Bonds brings it the other way. Keys now being guarded by Ford. Nice spin move around. Jump stop, no good. Couldn't get it to go. Nice move by Keys, just couldn't get it to fall.
That's a great take. Good body control as he drove on the basket there.
And this is Mobley looking inside.
Good inside out action.
Creary.
And the bank is open.
3. Banks at home. Elijah Creary, 8-2 Rebels. And now it's Creary back on Keys. Nice move down the lane. Nas Keys.
Very nice play.
8-4 coming
Rebels
right back
coming
the
right
other
back.
way and in. And the foul.
That was a great outlet pass to get it up to Vaughn there if you can get the layup in transition.
Von Lewis gets the bucket and he'll go to the foul line to try to complete the three-point play. And he gets it. 6 points now for Lewis, and it's 11-4. South Hagerstown. Bonds picks up his dribble. Now it's Walters down to the baseline. Up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Baseline jumper no good there by Madison, and Mobley pulls down the rebound.
South Flank's doing a really good job on the glass. They're really going up and eating the glass tonight, which is really great to see.
Creary from 3 again, no good. Walters pulls in the rebound.
Good
Bonds
pass.
looking down low to Branch.
It's a great pass.
Demir Branch, his first points of the night. And it's 11-6. Rebels leading. Crowd getting into it here now. Mobley's 3 no good and going the other way. Out of bounds, and the Rebels have regained possession. Tyler Hampton checking into the game for the Rebels. Number 11. Forward, yep, and step on the half-court line. A turnover. And Hubs with a chance to cut the lead here now.
I'll tell you, Elijah's right in Naz's face every single possession. He's doing a really good job of face guarding him.
Keys kicks it out. The 3 no good from Madison, but Walters with the rebound.
That's going
Now
on.
it'll be Keys for 3. That's long. Branch gets the rebound. Finds Walters. He's blocked by Breland. And South brings it back the other way. This is Hampton. Now Lewis. And up top to Creary. Creary pulls up.
Nice shot
Puts it
coming
in.
off the ball screen.
Over top of Walters as well.
I thought Brady was going to alter that shot, to be honest with you.
5 points for Creary. It's 13-6. Steal there by Lance Ford. Coming the other way. 2 men on him. Shots up and no good, but Creary with the rebound. And the Hubs will take a timeout here.
You know, Coach Naylor wants to just kind of calm them down a little bit, get them to go back and playing hub basketball. And, you know, South is doing an excellent job, as we talked in the pregame, 84 feet. You know, Shane talked about it. We talked about it. They really want to get out and push tempo. I give Elijah credit. You know, he followed the play very nicely there, got an easy bucket.
15-6 Rebels, all of a sudden a 9-point margin for South Hagerstown. 2:03 to go here in the first period. Glad to have you with us here on Antietam Broadband. Tonight's live coverage brought to you by Hagerstown Kia, the dealer that makes it easy. Hagerstown Kia wishes Much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. Glad to have Hagerstown Kia on board with us here as we bring you live high school basketball action this winter season. Nice Keys to Bonds up top.
Ryder.
Steal here by Lewis.
That's great hustle.
On the line and out of bounds.
Coach Naylor made a sub there during that timeout. He brought Ryder Johnston in, the lefty. He was a really good football player.
Yes.
Very physical kid, very athletic kid. See if he can maybe kind of change some of the way the ball's bowling right now for North.
Outstanding receiver on the Hubs football team. Walters looking to get the ball back to Keys. Couldn't do it. All over Walters. And now here is Johnston driving the baseline, and he's fouled.
Looks like Kevin's going to try to probably change the defense here now that they're at the foul line. See if they go into maybe a full court press type situation.
Fouls on Damon Breland. First for him, first for the Rebels. And Johnston hits the first, and he'll have a second here.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they're getting into some type of a press set now to see if they can speed the Rebels up a little bit.
Hubs putting their big men back here as Johnston 2 for 2. Substitution here for the Rebels as Savion Mobley comes back into the game.
Looks like they got about a 1-2-2 with a trap coming out of it.
Rebels break it. This is Ford driving down the lane. Mobley nearly tipped it in, has the rebound again and gets it.
Excellent job by Savion to stay with the basketball right there.
First points of the night for him, and it's 17-8 Rebels with a minute to go here in the first period. Walters kicking it out to Madison. And now Bonds to the baseline. And we've got to get a foul against the Rebels. That's Lewis Berry picking up the personal. His first, and just checking into the game. This is Keys to Bonds. Berry guarding him. Long three for Keys. In and out. Johnston fighting for the rebound, but it's Ford coming up with it. Berry in the corner. Back to Ford. Driving the lane. And he's fouled. Going to the basket.
You know, if you look at the scouting report that Coach Santel probably gave the guys, Naj is shooting 26% from three. He's taken both of them. Elijah hasn't had his hand up at all, kind of giving him space, almost more of a scout shot, as we like to call it, saying, hey, you know, shoot this, we'll adjust if you start making them. And North right now is taking a fair amount of three-pointers. They're shooting 23% from the season from behind arc.
Ford hits his first, his second, no good, and Walters grabs the rebound. 25 seconds to go, and a double dribble call here. Keys looking for an explanation from the official. Rebels again doing a nice job breaking the trap there, and it's Ford across the baseline. 20-8. We come up on 10 seconds to go here in the first. Keys, another three. Bounces in and out. Foul call against Ryder Johnston. The fourth personal against the Hubs. Shot from midcourt. is no good, and that brings us to the end of the first period. South Hagerstown with a 20-8 lead. Stay with us. More to come from North Hagerstown right after this.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they pack the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trading values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia.
Back here for second quarter action at North Hagerstown High School. Rebels with a 20-8 lead over North Hagerstown. Another bucket inside.
You know, Savion's staying right around the rim where he needs to.
4 points on the night for Savion Mobley. That's 22-8 South Hagerstown. Walters trying to get inside, can't do it. And now coming the other way.
Nice
Shot is
defense.
up and no good by Von Lewis. And it's Walters controlling the rebound. Down low to Madison. Can't get the shot off. And Lance Ford brings it back in transition. Going to the basket, Lance Ford. Right past Brady Walters.
Lance has that edge, and you get that edge when you go up under center on Friday nights, and you do it successfully for 3 years starting as a freshman, and he brings it to the basketball court. They're feeding off his energy right now, and it's really nice to see.
Cubs substituting here for Brady Walters, and we just saw Walters head to the locker room.
He's been battling that injury. Wonder if he's going back to re-wrap it.
Foul call there against the Rebels is on Hampton, his first. Third against the Rebels here in the first half, and this is Branch grabbing the rebound and can't get it to fall.
Demir's around the rim. He hasn't got one to fall yet.
Mobley works around Madison, shots up high and no good. Lewis Berry with the rebound, kicks it out for a three, no good. And here's Keys coming the other way with speed. Keys, no good.
Never really had body control on that one.
I told you Brady Walters had gone to the locker room. He is back on the bench now.
Looks like they called a jump there.
Must have been. A little bit of an obstructed view in the corner where we are here. Here's Bonds with a shot. Gets that one to fall. Will Bonds has 4 on the night. And the Hubs are in double digits. Ford.
Looks like North's struggling to
Down
match
there.
up here. They're not knowing who they're guarding at this time, and South, almost had a chance to make a play on that.
This is Creary losing his footing there. looking for an outlet. Mobley now
10 on the
to the
shot clock.
baseline. Creary drives, shots up and no good, battling for the rebound. And North comes out with it. Ryder Johnston gives to Bonds. Now Johnston cutting across the lane. Saved there, and now it's Bonds for 3, and in Will Bonds.
He scored the last 5.
Will Bonds now with 7 points. It's 24-13. South leading it. 4 sort of tipped away.
Looks like they got Demir for a foul there.
Foul call on
Whedon did a
Branch. And South Hagerstown taking a timeout here.
Whedon did a really good job there on Lance coming from behind, knocking the ball out. Nice little punch out there. Unfortunately, Branch just kind of fell into a trap where everything was coming downhill at him. He couldn't get out of the way.
24-13. South Hagerstown leading North Hagerstown here with 4:59 to go in the first half. This is a timeout taken by Coach Shane Santel and the South Hagerstown team. Santel, a first-year head coach at South Hagerstown, taking the place of my partner here, Chad Brashears.
He worked for me for 5 years. Did an unbelievable job with the freshman and JV teams, and I knew it was time for him to be a varsity head coach, and he's done a great job so far.
Getting his first taste of the North-South rivalry as a coach, as a head coach, I should say. Well aware of it as a player and an assistant.
Shane put in Krishawn Adams, number 30. He's a 6'5", 350-pound, 15-year-old.
He is a big boy.
He is.
Couldn't get that one to fall, and now North Hagerstown taking it the other way. This is Whedon to the corner for Johnston. And he's fouled coming across the lane. And I think they're going to call that on Adams.
You know, we talked about when Ryder checked in the game about being football. He has been the dude that's attacked the paint more than anybody so far tonight. He's really wanted to go get that contact. I give him a lot of credit for making that happen.
Three-pointer by Whedon.
Tell you what, he's done a nice job coming off the bench in this game. I know he just kind of got here on the roster from Goretti. He's making a lot of things happen in his first North-South game.
He came up with that loose ball and was fouled by Johnston. And that, I believe, is going to put South Hagerstown in the bonus.
We talked about Brady going back to the bench. He's now on the floor, so he's back ready to rock.
First shot up no good, but the rebound is put in. That was by Adams. South extends the lead back out to double digits. The shot by Bonds no good. Mobley coming the other way.
Good inside-out action.
For Creary for three, no good. And it's Whedon with the rebound looking down for Walters. Offensive foul called against Brady Walters.
Lance did a nice job. He got his feet set. Knew he was going to come in, hit him, took the hit, got the foul on him. That's a great play by Lance. Really big IQ play right there.
And Walters goes back to the bench. Keys checking back in. Yes, second foul on Walters. 18 fouls now against the Hubs. South just at 4 here. Cutting the lane.
Nice play.
And Whedon comes away with it. And now Keys down low to Naylor.
Good pass, good catch. Nice pass and catch there. See if he can hit 2 here and complete the play.
This is Royce Naylor at the line.
Shoots about 70% from the foul line this year.
First one up and no good.
And I jinxed him.
That's what usually happens.
It is. Coach Santel's going to his bench. He's got sophomore Cam Kelly in.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. And the second shot, no good. Keys with the rebound and the putback. Hubs cutting that down to 8 again. Bonds guarding Ford. From the foul line up and in.
Nice shot by Damon.
There's Damon Breland. Back to a 10-point lead for the Rebels. Bonds shuffled his feet, called for the travel. He doesn't buy it, but Barry cutting into the lane, no good.
Cam kept that one available. Here goes Will.
Now Bonds going the other way, 2-on-1.
Nice break.
Braden back to him.
That's a great play. Excellent job.
Barry will be called for the foul here.
Nice unselfish break there.
Get that 2-on-1. Nice job of Barry to get back there as well. And,
absolutely.
And to break up that layup, and now Bonds missing the first.
Will was, he could make up for his walk on the last possession. Try to get 2 back this time.
Second shot from Bonds, no good. The ball will stay down there on the Hubs end. Breland couldn't control that rebound. It goes out of bounds off of him, so 2 minutes left. North Hagerstown trailing here by 10.
Run a little horns action here to get a shot off the screen.
Long 3 from Keys, no good. And it's Barry with the rebound. A foul call here on Keys. That'll be the first on Nas Keys, and a 1-on-1 situation here for Lewis Barry.
There's a lot of officials in Washington County you probably can talk to. I don't think Mr. Kearns is one of them you can have that conversation with.
A veteran crew here tonight for sure.
They call themselves the A-team, and you know what? They honestly do a very good job locally. And, we're really lucky to have 3 officials like these guys that can do games such as this to give it the atmosphere that it deserves.
Dave Kearns, Tim Smith, Donnie Souders, the 3 officials. Two for 2 from the line is Barry. And it's 30-18. South Hagerstown. Whedon to Bonds, and now back to
Castro
Whedon in the
block.
corner. Custer, that was the first we'd seen him, and he's quickly out again. Ford right down the gut.
Nice play by Theo.
And it's Madison coming up with the rebound there. Keys pushing it up fast.
It's a very veteran basketball play right there. Learn how to use his body.
Three from Whedon, no good, and it's Mobley coming down with the rebound. We're under a minute to go here in the first half. Mobley steps back, now it's Barry.
Well,
Yep, travel. A little bit of a shuffle with the feet.
seen that a couple times. Tried to get him always to slow down. He was always in a hurry. You know, was fortunate enough to play for Koki, and you know, you can't be in a hurry. And that's one thing he preached to us, and I tried to pass it along to the guys, and you know, Shavion shuffled right there. Surprised Kevin's not going 2 for 1 here. Try to get a bucket, get a stop, and maybe get another quick bucket.
To the corner for three. Madison can't get it to fall. Barry hits the three.
You know, the student section tried to mess with him a little bit, count it down, and Louis bangs a three anyway.
Five points for Barry, and it's now 32-18 as we're under just at about 5 seconds to go here in the first half.
Knowing Louis well enough, it's one of those, he released it and probably realized exactly how much time was on the clock.
Last shot here for the for the Hubs. Madison's shot is long, and that gets us to halftime. South Hagerstown with a 33-18 lead over the homestanding North Hagerstown Hubs. Stay with us. We'll have our halftime report for you coming up right after this.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
If I were mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
If I were mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
Back here at North Hagerstown High School, South Hagerstown and North Hagerstown boys basketball here tonight. Halftime score 32-18 now on the scoreboard. We have 33 in our book, but we'll go with what the scoreboard has and say 32. Mark Keller and Coach Chad Brashear is with you here, and Chad, with South Hagerstown just having a lot going their way here tonight, getting a lot of scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different players in the book for South Hagerstown here tonight, really spreading things around.
Yeah, they've done a great job, but you know, I think their defense and North's lack of scoring and them getting out in transition has been the piece that has really opened up the lead for them there in the second quarter and, in the first quarter as well.
We talked a lot about Noskis in the pregame, and he's been pretty quiet here so far. 4 points for him at this point of the game, and really kind of struggling to get a shot, it looks like, a little bit. Creary doing a really nice job on him defensively.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think the length has really bothered him. And, and I think his frustration level is getting to him a little bit. And as you can see, that's starting to kind of filter into the rest of his game. Talking to, Mr. Kearns, the official, and I think it's one of those things where Coach Naylor's going to have to just kind of get him, calm him down. It's the best part about halftime is being able to figure things out and revamp and get ready to roll again.
On the South Hagerstown side, and again, we talked a lot about Lance Ford and the impact that he has on this team, sort of as the quarterback. But he's done a great job of really directing traffic and setting everybody up here so far in the first half.
He's done a great job, and I think the fact that he's been in these games before, and I know I mentioned that when we were going, as the play was going on, but when you've played in these games, it makes it a lot easier to come back out and battle in them. And everybody's feeding off of his energy right now, but I'm going to give honest, credit to Savion Mobley. And, he has done a great job on the glass, both sides of the ball. And he's been very composed as he's tried to score around the rim, which has been a big difference because if you go back and look at the Tuscarora game, Brady affected every shot at the rim. And he's not doing that right now. And I think that South's taking a big advantage of that.
Will Bonds leading North Hagerstown right now with 7 points. And we talked a little bit about the three-pointers that North Hagerstown's taken. It's kind of a little unlike them. They're not a great three-point shooting team, but they're putting a lot of them up there here tonight.
Shane talked about in pregame about how their offside and their help defense has really improved as the season has come along. And I'll be honest with you, North's wanting to drive downhill, and they're going to want to try to get paint touches as the stat that they keep to get down in and kick it out. South's doing an excellent job of not letting them get to the paint. They're really forcing them to not do what they want to do. And I think the result of that is settling for three-pointers. Very similar when you play against Virginia or watch Virginia play, on national television. A lot of jump shots are forced because of the pack line defense. Shane's done an excellent job getting the guys in the right positions at this time, which is forcing North to make those jump shots. And right now they have not.
So if you're Kevin Naylor, you want to do something differently here. What can the Hubs do to sort of change things up for that and get the better shots, the more inside shots?
I would play through Theo a little bit more, and I think you got to get Demir down on the block. I think they got to start working inside out. Right now they're working around the three-point line, and they're not getting any penetration. The penetration can be a pass. It doesn't have to be a drive. And right now they're not getting that. I think if we can go inside out, if we're in the North locker room, we say we're inside out, we're going to have an opportunity to do something a little bit different.
As far as South Hagerstown goes, offensively, do you like what you're seeing from them so far offensively?
I'll be honest with you. I think the majority of their offense has been transition. I think they're getting out and they're taking the shots that they want. They're really penetrating and kicking. They're doing a good job. I would not change anything that they're doing right now.
Okay, we're going to send things over to the third member of our team. Bob Parcelletti has North Hagerstown head coach Kevin Naylor with him. Bob, what do you got from Coach Naylor?
Hey, Kevin, you guys started out, it didn't look like you could put anything in the basket. You had everything underneath, and then all of a sudden that opened up the gap for you to have to fight back from.
Well, I think what's going on here, we're not being very organized at all. We need to run our sets. We're not running sets. We're getting lazy on defense, and they're just out hustling us.
So you guys were getting beat, I guess, back early, and that gave them the lead, which because you held a dig out. What'd you change to change the momentum your way a little bit?
Well, we got to just get our defense. Our defense has to step up. We have to play better defense. We're letting them get to the hole, and we're settling for threes. We can't win a ball game like that. We have to do what we do in practice. But it seems like when the lights come on, everything we learned, we forget.
When I was talking to Shane earlier, he said that he learned a lot from you. So it sounds like you're going to be 1-1 no matter what today.
Yeah, that could be. But and he's doing a good job with his team. They're following his instructions, and that's something that we have to do. We have to play a little better on our offense, run our offensive sets, get the easy buckets, and come back and play good defense and make a run here.
All right. Well, good luck. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Coach Naylor. Well, Chad, pretty much what you said there, and Coach Naylor said something interesting there. Kind of when the lights come up, everything kind of changes. That you get high school kids out there in a pressure situation, and sometimes you forget what you've been told. You forget what you've learned.
And I'll be honest with you, there's the lights coming on, and then as I learned this in 5 years of being at South High, then the north-south lights come on. And they're a little bit brighter, they're a little bit stronger, and you do feel that. And, if I look at South's roster, some of those guys have played in this game already, and that's a big difference when you look at the guys that are on the North High roster right now.
All right. Well, getting close to second half action here. We're going to take a break here. Tonight's live coverage, we'll remind you one more time, brought to you by Hagerstown Kia, the dealer that makes it easy. Hagerstown Kia wishes much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and the surrounding community. So stay with us. We'll have more to come here from North Hagerstown High School as the Rebels leading the Hubs 32-18 at halftime. More to come here for you on Antietam Broadband.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
If I were mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
Back here at North Hagerstown High School, getting ready for third quarter action. The Rebels leading the Hubs 32-18. High school boys basketball action brought to you by Hagerstown Kia. We're glad to have you with us. Mark Keller along with Coach Chad Brashears. And Coach, what are you thinking here going into the second half here? What's top of mind for you?
First 5 minutes. I think the first 5 minutes is the most important part for both locker rooms or both benches right now. Kevin talked about wanting to run their stuff. So they get the ball to start the half here. It's kind of almost like football. You have a design play. What are you going to run now that's going to get you into your action? They haven't really gone into a box type set yet. We're coming out. Let's see what Nas gets them into. If you're South, you want to keep doing what you just did for the last 16 minutes.
Bonds, nice step in. Can't get it to fall.
That's a practice shot. They work on that. That's a good look. He didn't knock it down, but that's one that Kevin can be pleased with coming out of half.
Stutter step there and a nice shot by Von Lewis. And the Rebels first on the board here in the second half.
Strong take.
Demir Branch driving to the bucket. 4 points on the night for him. Creary driving to the basket. Nice drive by Elijah Creary. Walters back up top to Bonds, and now Keys driving the left side. I think that was Creary getting a hand on that shot.
2 out of the first 3 possessions, North has gotten a paint touch. They're getting downhill a little bit more than what they were in the first half. Single digits on the shot clock.
Walters to Branch. Keys from the corner, gets the shot to fall. 3-pointer for Nas Keys. 36-23. And Creary's long pass doesn't find a receiver.
Nas makes a big shot there. Branch set it up. Inside out, got him in a rhythm. I give Branch tons of credit on that play right there.
Walters had that knocked away from him from behind by Mobley, and now a nice look inside to Breland. And it'll go out of bounds here to the Rebels.
You know, Kevin likes to stay in man on blobs underneath baseline out of bounds plays, and that's something that I know Coach Santel was working on this week, was getting those set up.
Barnes grabbing that rebound and taking it down. Now this is Madison from the baseline. No good. Ford had the rebound off of him, but it's South Hagerstown ball.
South's done an excellent job on the glass. It's been a lot of one and done tonight, and I credit them for battling that way. They've done a really good job with that.
Bodies on the floor, and Nas Keys comes away with it. Gets around Breland.
You know, Vaughn did a good job there. Stepped up, made him alter his shot, and, you know, Nas left it short, and then he made the compounding play of missing a layup and then picking up a foul on the backside. That's his second.
Ford bringing the ball up. And now it's Mobley trying to get to the paint. Kept out there by Branch.
You know, I'll give Savion credit. He's probably lost close to 15 to 20 pounds this offseason getting his body right, and he looks really good right now on the basketball court.
Inbound pass goes to Mobley. Looking down low, nobody home, and here's Keys coming back with it with speed again. And Keys fouled going to the bucket. Call that foul on Mobley. That'll be his second. Nobody in foul trouble in this game. A couple players with 2 fouls, and that's about it.
I tell you, they let you play. And that's what I was kind of leaning on a little bit when I talked about this crew earlier, is that, you know, they let you play basketball and they let the flow happen to the game. And that's important. You know, when you get a whistle-happy game, it's really difficult to play. It's difficult to coach. And, you know, there's a flow in this game right now. You know, Nas knocked both those down. It's 11 with about, 13 minutes to go here in the game.
5 points this quarter for Keys. He has 9 on the night.
If they score here, Shane's probably going to take one just to get the troops going.
Walters gets the rebound up and in. And the Hubs have cut the lead to 9. First points of the game for Brady Walters. And now Walters with the block on the other end, bringing it down. He had Bonds coming down the
and look,
side.
Ryder Johnston makes the play.
Comes up with it, and now all of a sudden it's a 7-point game.
I think Shane's going to take one in the front court here and get the troops lined up. No, see, this is complete. Well, he is going to take it.
And Ford reaches the midcourt line, and a timeout from Shane Santel.
You know, we talked before we came back on the air about the 5 minutes. Well, we go 4 minutes and got it to single digits. And now we got a ball game. And it's a momentum swing in this. You know, the first time we played against North, I came out, talked to, you know, Coach Hartman and Coach Hampton, and then Lummy comes over and gives me a hug. And he goes, it's the North-South game. Everything's out. And it really does. It's an ebbs and flows kind of game.
So in less than 4 minutes here, the Hubs have cut the lead in half. They trailed by 14 at the half, and they've cut it down to 7. So let's see what South Hagerstown does as they set up from their end of the court.
Lance is out. Got Louis in the game now.
And Bonds with the steal. Will Bonds. 9 points on the night for him, and it's a 5-point game.
I'll tell you, his length really disrupted that pass. And
another steal for Bonds. Look out. 3-point game.
Momentum is swinging. Student section's getting a little rowdy. This is going to be tough for South right now. This is a big possession here to just calm everybody back down and quiet the place.
And a steal from Keys, 2-on-1. Help coming now. Keys gets the bucket, gets the foul, and he'll have a shot to tie it from the free throw line.
High school basketball. Momentum's a wild thing.
Completely different ball game here in the first 4+ minutes of the second half.
And, you know, you go back to what Kevin said. Our defense has to pick up steals, deflections, and now we're in a tie ball game.
36-36. 3:35 to go here in the third quarter.
Nice take.
Mobley slows things down a little bit. An offensive foul called here against Keys.
It's his third.
And that is his third.
I think Nas was going to get downhill no matter what on that possession.
Hubs outscoring the Rebels 18-6 here in the third quarter. And South now trying to stem the tide a little bit. Berry for 3.
It's a huge shot by Louis.
That'll help.
Back to 5.
South back up with a 5-point lead. Walters to the corner for Johnston. Across the lane, Ryder Johnston no good.
Tell you what, Ryder is everywhere.
Walters looking to get inside. Puts it up, no good. Mobley with the rebound. Ford
Good
looking down
control.
to Berry, fouled by Johnston.
I don't know if Lance even knew that defender was there until he turned around quickly.
It'll be Berry on the line, shooting 2. The foul is on Johnston. That's 3 on him. Berry's first is no good. Second shot from Louis Berry. Gets that one to fall.
Back to 6.
Berry with 9 points off the bench for the Rebels. 42-36, 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Theo Madison.
I was going to say, Theo hasn't really gotten in the flow.
Yeah, Madison is scoreless here tonight. Walters gets the rebound and the putback.
I think Savion just lost him there, and the ball actually came so short it just kissed the rim and dropped in his hands.
42-38.
Savion's going to go back to his left-handed dribble to get downhill.
Keys with the near steal. Now he gets the steal. Nas Keys makes it a 2-point game again.
His intensity level has changed. And I tell you what, I give him credit. He's got 3 fouls, and he's playing like he has none.
Forward to Mobley. Mobley traveled. That same move you talked about, Coach.
Yep, it's the same one. And, you know, it's the momentum. Crowd's now in it. It's a different environment. I wouldn't be surprised if North shoots a 3 on the possession and takes the lead.
42-40, Rebels leading it. Keys pulls up. Can't get it to fall. Big rebound by Mobley.
That was a big board. In traffic.
Nearly lost it. It's Breland, no good. Saves it.
Nice play.
Back up top to Ford. Ford gets down the lane and good. Lance Ford, his first bucket of the second half. He has 7 points. 4-point lead for the Rebels, just under a minute to go. Bonds pulls up and he's fouled. Gonna call that on Ford. And that's just the first personal foul on Lance Ford. But Bonds will go to the line here and he'll shoot 2.
You know, one thing I noticed on defense for North, they switch everything. Like, they don't fear having a 5-man on a 1. They switch everything. And I think that, you know, that's a lot to do with Kevin's way of teaching it.
Bonds misses the first. He's 0 for 2 now from the line tonight. Second shot coming. Gets that one. 3-point lead for the Rebels. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. 44-41.
It's gonna be South's ball.
Cam Kelly there working his way to the bucket. And down pass goes to Barry. He's shooting a 3. Louis Barry. Third 3-pointer of the night for him. It's a 6-point game. Bonds down the middle.
It's a great pass.
Nice dish off to Madison, and he's fouled. Going up. I think they're going to get Barry on that one.
You know, Theo really hasn't gotten involved much this evening, going back to what he's been averaging.
Yeah, Madison coming in here averaging
11.
About 11 points a game. And he has not scored tonight. He'll have 2 shots here.
He shoots 76%.
Can't get it to fall. The foul was on Barry, and that is his third. The first Rebel to reach 3 fouls. Madison's second shot is up and in. First point of the game for Theo Madison. It's 5-point game with 20 seconds to go here in the third. No shot clock here.
I think they're going to hold it for 1 shot here.
Creary drives the lane. Maybe we won't wait for the last shot. Creary gets it to fall, and he'll shoot a free throw for the 3-point play. Foul on Johnston, and that is 4 on him. Elijah Creary gets the bucket and the free throw.
Good pass.
Down low to Walters. They can't get it to go, and South (50-42) here at the end of the third period.
Yeah.
Stay with us. We'll have more to come. Live high school basketball coverage from Hagerstown Kia right after this.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trading values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
Back here at North Hagerstown High School, getting ready for the fourth quarter. An intra-city game, North Hagerstown against South Hagerstown. It's the Rebels leading the Hubs, 50-42. Glad to have you with us here tonight on Antietam Broadband, live high school basketball coverage brought to you by Hagerstown Kia. The Hubs trailing by 8 here. They get the ball first to start the fourth period. Mark Keller and Coach Chad Brashears with you. Theo Madison, give and go with Brady Walters, and Madison couldn't get the shot off. He was fouled, so he'll go to the line again.
And I'll be honest with you, that's probably something Kevin drew up coming out, him and Tyrell, and John probably came and said, hey, you know what, we can get Theo going down here. They got to get Theo going. I mean, we talked about the big three earlier when we were, you know, at the beginning. And right now, Nas has kind of come along a little bit, but Theo hasn't been there to help them out, so he's got to pick it up a notch.
Gets the first one to go. The foul was on Mobley, fourth on Mobley for South Hagerstown. And Madison now 3 for 4 from the free throw line this evening. The Hubs pulled her within 6.
Interesting to see they have Ryder on Lance.
Ryder Johnston playing with 4 fouls, and here's the turnover. Madison driving to the bucket, gets it to go. Theo Madison all of a sudden is heating up for the Hubs. Didn't get on the scoreboard until late in that third quarter. He has 5 points now. And North trails it by just 4. Mobley down the lane, his shot falls short. Bonds with the rebound, coming back the other way.
Looks like the officials are going to be figuring this one out.
Yeah. They called it over and back on Whedon, and they're going to keep the call. A backcourt violation against the Hubs. I think there was a question there. I think it was Barry who made a play on the ball, but did he actually touch the ball? I don't know if he did.
And I think Donnie and Dave did a good job just figuring that out and getting the right call for the game. Nas is back on the floor now.
Mobley driving the lane. And they're going to call the foul on Madison.
See if Tyler's patient enough on this out of bounds play to let it run the whole way through and get the look. Bounce pass.
It'll be Creary inbounding this time for the Rebels. Branch checking back into the game for the Hubs as Walters heads to the bench. This is Mobley from the baseline. Nice look.
That's a great look by Savion.
To Hampton for the bucket. South stretches it back out to 6 points. This is Whedon driving down the left side, gets the basket. It's a blocking foul and a chance for a three-point play for Davian Whedon.
They were asking how that wasn't a charge, and I want to say that he was slid, and once he left the ground is when he was able to establish position. That's what Timmy went over and told Shane.
So Whedon gets the bucket but misses the free throw, and it's 4-point margin here. South with the ball, leading by 4.
Shot clock's at 10.
Creary pulls up for 3. That's short, but there is Breland for the rebound. Can't get it to fall. Branch has it now and finds Whedon. as the Hubs come back the other way. Branch pulls back for three. Demir Branch three-pointer, and it's a one-point game.
Demir shoots 27% from three, and he shot that one like he was playing in the on the playground. Confidence.
Elijah Creary to Lewis, I'm sorry. Now driving the basket is Hampton. He's fouled getting there.
Looks like they got Demir on that foul.
Just the second on Branch. Five and a half minutes to go, and it's a one-point game. Hampton at the line, shooting two here. Tyler Hampton gets the first.
You know, Breland's back in, which is interesting because Savion's been bringing the ball up the floor a lot. You know, to not have to fight against the guard play of North. So Shane's going to roll the dice a little bit and see if he has one of the guards bring it up right now.
Hampton hits both free throws. He has all 4 points for the Rebels here in the fourth quarter. Madison cutting across the lane. Scoop shot no good. It's going to go out of bounds to the Hubs. Keys shooting the three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hampton.
The whole gym's waiting with bated breath as every single shot goes up to explode.
Creary working on Whedon. They're going to call an offensive foul on Creary.
That's
Branch taking the charge.
That's high IQ basketball. He just sat there and he knew it was coming downhill. I'm going to take this, let my body get beat up a little bit, and we're going to get the ball, and it's going to be another foul because now the next foul that South commits, it's a one-on-one because we're already at the 7. So the next thing, you know, now you score when the clock stopped, and that changes the whole complexion of the basketball game.
Both teams will be in the bonus on the next foul. We remind you tonight's live coverage is brought to you by Hagerstown Kia, the dealer that makes it easy. Hagerstown Kia wishes much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and the surrounding communities. Thanks to Hagerstown Kia for their sponsorship here tonight of live high school basketball here in Washington County. Great game here tonight. Glad to have you with us here watching on Antietam Broadband. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Hubs with the ball. They trail.
See what Kevin came out with here. Because you know he drew something up this time.
Long three-pointer by Branch. Gets the bounce. Tie ball game on a three-pointer by Demir Branch. His second here in the fourth quarter. 4.5 minutes to go. And we're all tied up.
You know, he ran back on defense with a big smile on his face because he knew that that was one of those shots.
Shot clock is down to 5.
Oh, nice take by Tyler.
Hampton has taken over here for the Rebels in the fourth quarter. All 6 of their points. And they're back to a 2-point lead. Keys driving down the right side. Ties it up again. Nas Keys. Long pass from Creary.
One and
to
one.
Barry, and Branch called for the foul. And it's going to be the third on Demir Branch. The home crowd here not liking that call. One-and-one situation here for Barry. And there's 12 points on the night.
You know, Tyler Hampton, you just made a couple comments about him making some big plays for the Rebels. He's a senior, and in this game, you want your seniors to make the big plays.
Barry 4 for 5 from the line tonight. His second one here, no good.
North has a chance to take the lead.
Bond spins around. Keys now driving the lane, up and in. Nas Keys. And the Hubs lead for the first time tonight, 58-57.
The biggest difference in the second half is paint touches. They've done an unbelievable job of getting downhill and getting to the rim, where in the first half they settled. And Coach talked about that. What he talked about at halftime is definitely coming into fruition for him right now.
It's a 1-point lead for North Hagerstown with Keys at the line, looking to make it a 2-point lead. And he gets it. 59-57, Hubs on top for the first time tonight. 3.5 minutes to go. Barry up top to Mobley. It's back to Barry, taking a 3. Louis Barry, no good. Walters with the rebound. Keys gets around Creary, gets to the basket and in. Nas Keys has taken over here for North Hagerstown.
He's playing composed and allowing the game to come to him.
And a big block from Brady Walters on Von Lewis's shot.
Momentum shifted. You can feel it in the arena.
You can see it on the players' faces. The crowd is into it.
And to be honest with you, North has made every single run when Lance Ford's been on the bench. And look who's coming to the table to check in right now.
Barry for 3, no good. Loose ball.
That's a
Down
great
to
pass.
Keys, in for the bucket. Nas Keys.
And here comes the timeout.
Lead for North Hagerstown.
Momentum has shifted.
The crowd is going crazy here at North Hagerstown. 6-point lead for the Hubs. Quite a turnaround.
One thing I was just thinking about in watching this game unfold, in the first half, South was at every 50-50 ball. They got every 50-50 ball. They were the ones that were diving on the floor, getting dirty, making plays happen. In the second half, the white uniforms are the ones that are winning every 50-50 ball. They're the ones that are making the plays happen right now, and they're feeding off of themselves. And you can tell, you just made the comment about the body language of South. You can tell right now they're kind of like gassed, where North is completely energized and they're feeding off of everybody as the energy level rises.
Most of the scoring here in the second half for South Hagerstown has been done by bench players. Barry and Hampton
Yes.
have done the majority of the scoring here in the second half for South Hagerstown.
Curry's made a couple drives, but not like it was in the first half.
Right. Ford's been quiet. Lewis has been quiet. Mobley's been quiet. The Rebels have about 2.5 minutes here to get those quiet players back in this one. Foul call here is going to go against Keys, and I think that is 4 on him. So Barry's going to go to the line. Nas Keys.
I mean, as a coach, I understand the aggression, but it drives you nuts because he committed a foul 83 feet from the basket, where all he has to do is really kind of sit down in front of him and let the play come.
Barry hits the first.
Lance just checked out. Wonder how long Kevin's going to set him.
Well, we talked about how quiet he was on the score sheet in the first half, just 4 points. He has 23 now, does Nas Keys.
I tell you, he scores in bunches, doesn't he?
He does. Barry hits both free throws, now a 4-point game.
That was a nice job by Louis, cutting the gap there and making the play. And I don't think Theo even knew Louis was that close as he was coming out to get the ball.
Forced the turnover, and now the Rebels with a chance to cut the lead a little bit more. It's 4 points now. Long three-pointer and good by Von Lewis. And we talked about needing to hear from the starters, and there you go. It's a 1-point game again. Driving to the basket is Bonds. Will Bonds with a nice drive and bucket.
That's a big move coming back off of a big shot by Vaughn. That's just, you know, I'm going to answer you after you punch us. And he went back and he punched him right back in the mouth. And here comes Nas back in.
He's back in. He'll replace Madison.
It'll be interesting to see who Nas matches up with here, because I don't think Kevin's going to put him on any ball handler at this point.
He's headed back to the backcourt where Von Lewis is right now. Bonds can't get the free throw to fall. Branch gets the rebound, though. It's taken away by Lewis. Lewis finds Creary down low to Mobley. To the corner for Barry, and it's blocked by Walters. Barry gets it back. Shot clock at 15 now. Mobley tries to drive around.
I think Savion committed the same walk there. They just didn't call that.
Yeah, North's coaches thought the same thing. No call, but Mobley's going to go to the line here.
Brady Walters closes out better than anybody I've seen in a long time in high school basketball. His length really bothers shooters, and he times it really well.
It was Walters called with the foul there, and that's his third. Mobley gets the front end of the 1-and-1. 2-point game. We're under 2 minutes to go. Second shot from Savion Mobley, no good, and it's Bonds with the rebound.
Well, Bonds has kind of been all over the place, hasn't he?
He has been. He has been.
Kevin took a timeout as Bond was knocking it out of Will's hands.
14 points for Bonds here tonight. Timeout on the court here. And we once again remind you that tonight's live coverage of high school basketball is brought to you by Hagerstown Kia, the dealer that makes it easy. Hagerstown Kia wishes much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools they represent, and the surrounding communities.
Looks like the refs are putting the ball out on the baseline here. So it's going to be interesting to see what type of blob Kevin's coming up with here to get the ball in bounds. Or, you know, is it going to be a thing where he tries to get like a steal and a hit here to get some buckets?
.143 to go here in the fourth quarter in this one. Great high school basketball game here at North Hagerstown tonight. Hope you're enjoying it on Antietam Broadband. Replays of this game Saturday and Sunday, January 14th and 15th, both 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. And then Monday evening, January 16th, you can catch it again at 6 p.m. Demir Branch shooting the three and good.
That was a design play. That's really good basketball IQ to get it right back to the shooter. Is this third three here in the second half, right?
Yep, third in the fourth quarter. He's got them all here in the fourth quarter. 5-point lead for the Hubs, under a minute and a half to go. Takeaway by Branch. Drive to the bucket and no good. by Nas Keys. Bodies all over the floor.
Looks like they called an offensive foul on Nas.
And Keys, Keys has gone to the bench. He has fouled out. He'll finish the night with 23 points. Above his average.
You know, it was only a matter of time before he got going. The easiest way to look at it. Vaughn shot short. Nice rebound, Breland.
Mobley driving to the bucket, no good. Can't come up with the rebound, but Bonds does. He has Branch going down the right side.
That's a great play by Branch. And credit Will Bonds for finding him.
7-point lead. Demir Branch
Offensive
has 11 points, and Branch draws the charge.
You know, Demir Branch is doing every single thing that you want your senior to do in a rivalry basketball game. He's taken every play and put it on his back. 3s, 2s, rebounds, taking charges. I tell you what, I don't know what my vote is, but he's got to be the player of the game because he has done a heck of a job tonight, and he should be really proud of himself.
Yeah, it was Nas Keys in the third quarter that really got the Hubs back into the game. But here in the fourth, it's been Demir Branch that's put the Hubs over the top.
And he closed the door, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Little Rivera action came in and just closed the door.
7-point lead for the Hubs with 37 seconds to go. And the Hubs have the ball coming out of this timeout as well.
People are starting to funnel towards the exit doors early.
It's an awfully crowded parking lot out there tonight. It's a lot of the South fans starting to head to the exits.
You know, as a coach, you try to pick up on a lot of stuff. And perception is one thing that I try to always notice when I was coaching. And Kevin's players emulated his body language in the second half. Calm, stoic, where I felt like South didn't have the same thing.
And Barry coming up with the loose ball there.
One more. That's a good extra pass, Savion.
Shot for 3 for Lewis.
Got it to 4.
Second three-pointer of the fourth quarter here for Von Lewis.
You know, and when you look at who you want shooting foul shots, if you're in the red and white tonight, it's Theo Madsen. Senior, 76% from the foul line. He's going to be the guy that you want at that line.
Madison is 3 for 4 tonight, right on his average. He's shooting 2 here, and the double bonus misses the first.
I'll tell you, foul shooting is definitely not something that's been very good tonight, has it?
No, it's not. 19.7 seconds left. Hubs leading it by 4. Second shot up and in for Madison.
2-possession game.
Creary trying to get around Branch. His shot no good. Rebound no good. And it's Madison with the ball, and he'll go to the line.
And it's another 50-50 ball.
With 10 seconds left.
You know? And now Theo's asking for the student section to get a little loud.
And Madison shooting 2 here. Could ice this one. Hubs fans starting to serenade the Rebels fans as Madison hits the first.
I would say that he's probably on average now. Did he get up to about 11 a game tonight?
Only 7 for Madison.
7.
A chance for 8 here.
And he sealed it.
And he gets that. 7-point game. North Hagerstown leads. This is all but over. Long three-pointer, no good, and it's Madison with the rebound.
He's going to dribble it out.
North Hagerstown trailed this one by 14 at halftime. They come back to win it 73-66 over their crosstown rival South Hagerstown. Stay with us. We'll wrap things up here from North Hagerstown. Bob Parcelletti will have one of the players from North Hagerstown. We'll come back to North High for high school basketball. Brought to you by Hagerstown Kia right after this.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trading values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot, and better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
Back here at North Hagerstown High School, final score here tonight, 73-66. The homestanding North Hagerstown Hubs beating the crosstown rival South Hagerstown Rebels. Once again, remind you tonight's live coverage brought to you by Hagerstown Kia, the dealer that makes it easy. Hagerstown Kia wishes much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools they represent, and the surrounding communities. Mark Keller and Coach Chad Brashear's with you, and Coach, just a tale of two halves, really. You know, we mentioned 14-point lead for South Hagerstown at halftime, and North Hagerstown just storming back, kind of starting things off in the third quarter, outscoring South 24-18 in that third quarter, but then with that fourth quarter, it just Demir Branch really just kind of took over for North Hagerstown.
He did. I mean, he did all the little things. I mean, it wasn't just the shooting, you know, it wasn't the threes, it wasn't he got rebounds, he took charges. He was the momentum changer for every piece of it. And, you know, they fed off of what Coach said at halftime when we talked to him, defense. Nas got some steals, Will Bonds got some steals, and next thing you know, the run happens. And as I've coached in this thing for 5 years, we always had a lead at halftime here. And unfortunately, Shane sat with me, so he now gets to experience what I had to go through a little bit. So I totally understand what he's feeling. But it's one of those things where you have to figure out how to stop the bleeding. And the hemorrhage happened, and they never were able to stop it this time.
Yeah. And on the opposite side, North Hagerstown, much of what we talked about at halftime, you know, them needing to get looks in the paint, and touches in the paint. The Hubs did everything that they needed to do in that second half to really turn things around.
I mean, absolutely. They got paint touches, inside-out action. You know, the three started from the hit the block. The thing was kicked out, bang the three, and the next thing you know, they got downhill. And once they got to the rim, everything that they were able to do came to fruition, and Kevin was, you know, he kind of what he preached came to life for him.
We're going to have Bob Parcelletti here in just a minute talking with one of the Hubs players. Nas Keys, we talked about the kind of slow start that he had, only 4 points in the first half, but ended up with 23 before he fouled out. Just, you know, a real example of leadership here tonight with what he did, how he sort of put the team on his back and just said, we're going to get back in this.
I mean, he really did. And the thing that he did well was he played composed. He made every play in the second half with composure, and that's a big deal. When your leader is composed, everybody's composed.
Okay, we're going to toss things over to Bob Parcelletti. He's got Demir Branch there with him. Bob, take it away.
doing? Demir, you really had a really big breakout in the second half. First off, what happened? You guys played a lot defense and really got up on the guards, it looked like, in the second half. What'd you do different?
Man, coach talked to us at halftime, told we got to work better and work on the offense and defense, and that's what we did as a team.
What did you do? What did you do to man up on those guys? Did you try anything different on defense?
Yeah, I just stepped up, just got closer, moved my feet. You know, yeah, it's tired.
So then you guys come out in the fourth quarter, and Nas was having a rough game. He took off, and then all of a sudden you followed. It seemed like on the coattails, like 3 threes in the fourth quarter, ended up with 11 of your 14 points. What happened there?
Got to be a leader. Got to step up for the next guy.
How big of a win is this for you guys?
Big win. Big win.
Why so big?
Because we've been losing the last couple games. This is a big win for us.
Well, I hope it takes you off on a good chance in your season. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Bob. Appreciate that. Many of the Hubs fans still on hand here, taking in Demir Branch, and he really just, what a second half he had. Had 2 points in the first half, finished the game with 15 and 11 of those in the fourth quarter. And Bob has Coach Kevin Naylor now. We're going to toss it back to Bob. Bob, go ahead, take it away.
Kevin, you said defense was going to be the difference in the second half. You guys seem to come out and play on the guards a little bit more and put a little pressure on them.
Yeah, especially in the fourth quarter. Our defense has been horrendous all year long. And I told them we got to be aggressive. We got to get 50-50 balls. We got to take charges, and Branch did a great job of doing that tonight. And actually, if it wasn't for Branch playing the way he played, we might been on the other end of this.
Well, they did a good job on Theo and a good job on Nas pretty much for most of the game. What changed there? How did you guys break them loose first?
Well, we had to stop taking a bunch of outside shots and start attacking the rim. Us taking outside shots, we haven't been very good at that. And I told him at the last part of that, I said, look, the only one I want shooting the ball from the three is Branch, because he's the only one that's been hitting them.
Yeah.
So I was holding my breath when he took that first one, thinking, well, we don't have to take it right away, and he took it. But defense, you can't win a ball game unless you play defense. We played poor defense all year long, and giving up 70 points, you're not going to win ball games. So we got to shut that down, get it at least down to 60. The 60-point range if we want to do anything. And tonight when we came back out in that fourth quarter, we managed to amp up our defense.
You made your biggest statement, though, to open the second half. You guys cut that lead from 14 to nothing in about 5 minutes, it seemed like.
Yeah, a spurt basketball. Everybody goes on a run, and we got lucky and had a good run right there. And it had a good run at the end. So, that game could have went either way. It's an inner city game. You know how that goes. There's no control in that sometimes.
So now it's getting on a run now, huh?
Yeah, it's all about trying to, get everybody back and stay healthy and see what we can do from that point. But, it's a long season. We still got half the season left. And hope, I tell the kids all the time, it's not about your regular season. It's about the playoff. We want to see if we can be at our best playoff time. So that's what we're working for, to be better at playoff time.
All righty. Thanks.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Coach Naylor. Appreciate that. The Hubs improving to 4-7 on the season with that win tonight, and South Hagerstown drops to 4-8. Louis Berry finished with 15 points for the Rebels. Von Lewis finished with 14. Elijah Creary is 12. Those the three players in double digits for the Rebels here tonight. So you kind of mentioned it, Coach, and being on the losing side of this, what can South take away from this game? What kind of positives can they take away from this one here tonight?
They did an unbelievable job in the first half of getting their tempo and the way that they want to play. The biggest part's going to be now how can they sustain that for 32 minutes and not just 16 minutes. And Louis is a big piece of this. And the reason I bring that up is when I moved him up last year as a sophomore, he didn't have the confidence that I had in him when I moved him up. And as you can see, the three-point shot will open up the paint. Demir hits some threes. All of a sudden now they get paint touches and they get layups, right? If Louis can get those exact same things down on that end for the Rebels, it's going to get them layups as well. So, the positives for me are that you got Louis kind of in a roll now. He's been able to get some shots under him, get going that way. Lance didn't hurt him. I mean, he had 9 points. He did his thing. He kind of stayed on average there. But, the biggest part for them is they've got to be able to sustain another 16 minutes in the second half in order to be able to close out games like this one.
No, we'll find out soon enough. Tuesday night, we'll see the Rebels again. They travel down to Williamsport High School. We'll have live coverage of that game next Tuesday night, January 17th, and several replays of that one as well. And we got a game next Friday night as well for you. Girls basketball down at Williamsport again. Friday night, Boonesboro taking on Williamsport. And we remind you that replays of tonight's game taking place Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Monday at 6 p.m. All of those on Channel 6 and 806 on Antietam Broadband. Of course, you can catch them on demand just by downloading the WCL TV on the Go app from your Android or your iPhone store. So that about wraps it up here from North Hagerstown tonight. 73-66 your final. North Hagerstown taking down South Hagerstown. For Chad Brashears, I'm Mark Keller. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Antietam Broadband, and we will see you again on Tuesday night.